Hey everyone. Excuse me. Thank you for all those that watched the video and were kind. Yeah, it was kind of a discouraging time. Things have gotten better. My I've been able to. I've had to take it easy with my running while my leg heals up. There's some kind of problems with kind of the tendons or ligaments or something or other. I don't know. But just wearing a brace and walking instead of running, kind of building up kind of the muscles and whatnot. That's what I'm just kind of doing right now. But I'm keeping going. That's the key, is keeping going. And that's kind of, I think, the theme for this episode is to keep going. I've hit quite a few snags. Like, first couple weeks, first while, things were going great and they were going awesome. I'm like, yes, I can do this. And I think when you start making changes, like, that's how you feel. You're like, yeah, I'm on the road. Like, you're going and it's awesome and you can conquer the world. But then life sets in. And that's when troubles start coming and you start hitting bumps in the road. I think sometimes they're big bumps, sometimes they're just little bumps. But it's kind of how we handle them, how we look at them. Sometimes they're from other people. Sometimes they're our own inner voices saying, you can't do this, you can't do this. There's a whole lot of things that can cause bumps in the road. And I think what really is the big key, not what bumps we face, not what problems we face in life. It's how do we handle it. And that's something that I've had to learn with over the years. And I apologize, I'll keep it together as best I can. But in my last video I talked about my depression, and one thing that can come with depression is suicide. And that's something too that I want to address and share with you guys out there. Many don't know this, but I've attempted suicide several times. Obviously, since I'm here, I didn't succeed, fortunately. But yeah, there were those times that it did get that bad. Things did get I did get that low. Looking at it, it was various ways. Nothing really, though fortunately I was never given the opportunity to fully go through with it. And I think like, this is not me trying to make a plea, feel bad for me. Because I've dealt with that. Like, there's still emotion that's connected. Because of the pain that, like, I can still kind of remember what that pain was, what that hurt, that despair, that agony, that just the bottom that you want to just end it all. And just the thought that if I didn't have to, like, if I died, all of this would go away. All of this pain, all of these problems, I wouldn't have to deal with it. I sat there. It started in high school. And it was just off and on. There were several over the years. The last one being probably about maybe 3 years ago, something like that. But for me, like I said, I lucked out that I had people inadvertently intervene. Because I never did. A lot of people don't know this about me. And it's because I never broadcast it. I wasn't the one looking for the attention. I wasn't out there looking for any of that. I just plain and simply wanted to die. It got that bad. And I was just going to go through with it. I started putting my affairs in order. I started getting everything together so that it would be as kind of easy as a process as it could be. And the last time that I was going to do it, I made up a will. I started getting all of my affairs in order so that they would be taken care of. And I said, okay, once they're done, once they're taken care of. But then I hit a point that I happened to be alone, living alone at the time, and overall I was living with my siblings, but they were all gone. They had been gone for a couple weeks with various things, but I hit the point that I was done. And so I was going to take my knife and slit my wrists. But I had an intervention from somebody that really cared. They came and I realized what was happening. And so I had a moment that I realized that I snapped. And I realized, what am I doing? And that's when I reached out. And I didn't know who to turn to. And I didn't think I had anybody that I could turn to, but I did. And that's something that has helped. So if you're out there, please, I don't know, I feel like I need to share these. So if you're the one that's out there struggling, know that there are people like you that are going through a hard time. I've been there. I have been there. And not to get all cheesy from or soapboxy from it gets better videos that are out there, but it does. There are stuff to live for. That is something that I realize, that there are things that I want to do in this life. There are people out there that care about me, that there is enough out there to start with, that I decided that it sucks, but I've wanted to live. And I just clung to that fact that it can get better, and it did. And I'm not saying that it's great. My life is not great. It's improving. And that's, it made me think that these times that, things suck right now. And these changes are hard, but sorry. I cling to that hope that these changes will be a better thing for me. And if you're struggling out there and you don't have anybody that you think you can turn to, really message me, contact me. I check my message, check these. If you know me, call me. I'll be there for you. There is somebody out there for you that loves you, that really truly loves you, and will be there for you. Just like I found people that were there for me, even in that hard time. So, sorry, these are kind of downer ones, but I just felt that they needed to be shared. Again, things can get better, and there are people that out there that really truly do care. So hold on, hang in there, stay strong.